Howdy, welcome to another unboxing. This is a special one. This actually isn't my game per se, it's my friend's that he backed on Kickstarter. This is wave 1 of wave 2, 2 waves. This is the first game plus some of the expansions, most of them. So we'll dig into this and I'll do a second part once the second half of this actually arrives. Big box, this one. I'll get that out of the way. Alright, Nemesis. Decent thickness. First up, this looks like that's the game manual, so that's the rulebook. Rule summary on the back of it. That's always nice to see, so you don't have to try and flick through this to try and find all the rules that you need. Game components. This is some of the best stuff you can ever put into a game, because when you're talking about specific cards or tokens, it's always such a pain in the ass to try and figure out or guess what they mean. So intruder attack cards, you look at those and you know straight away that's what I'm looking for. Advanced mode, other components, all the figures. Yeah, this is nice. Sorry about the glare. And if you hear what sounds like construction, that's because there is. I've got some work going on in the backyard at the moment, so apologies for that. So we've got basic rooms, additional rooms. Oh, here we have some of the actual rooms themselves. These are cool. Wonder if there's any little Easter eggs hidden within these. More boards. The art's pretty cool. Here we have some of the player boards. So yeah, easy they pop out. Easy. Perfect. That's what you want. So we'll just have a look at one of them. Just want to be respectful because this isn't my game. So you can see action cards, right hand, left hand. Kind of reminds me of Oko a little bit. And any other game that has it. Pilot. I like that it shows the mini on the card as well. Sometimes they'll do this really awesome art with the miniatures, just sometimes don't match what the actual picture looks like. Yeah, these are cool. Some of this I'm not actually sure what it is, what it's for. Space Kitty. Box stand. Okay. Take a cool picture of your box. Okay, so you can unfold this, and apparently it's so you can stand the lid up. For some strange reason. Because it doesn't stand by itself. Here we have the board. See how big this thing is. Oh, she's a big one. Yeah, that's a bit too much to try and unfold. It's got a lot. That's massive. Got some components that's moved around. Let's get the lid off that. Insert contamination card here. Well, that's interesting. Does that slide underneath? I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at that, see what it's about. Oh, well, these are cool. Might be where to place cards. There's a few of those. That's nice. I'm gonna have a look at some of the minis. Yeah. I can't believe this isn't made by Geiger. These are still really cool miniatures, actually. I think this is the second printing of this. They may have improved some of the components and models. I was originally going to back this back in the day, but some of the miniatures come out to be quite bad from the unboxings and stuff I viewed of the original. So hopefully these are a lot better. And from what I'm seeing so far, they are. Let me just fix a light for a sec. Camera might shake, apologies. Let me get this light up here. There we go. Get better lighting for you to see the minis. We've got decent detail for how small they are. So it's a little bit of a face there. See the partner hair, there's a bit of an ear. When you give it a wash, it'll make that pop quite nice. But if you wanted to actually sit and paint that detail, that'd be quite difficult for those that like to paint miniatures. Otherwise, if you're not a painter, what do you care? The character looks like it does, and then it's the end of it. Oracle, anyone? That's cool, they got a diverse character, which is nice. That's what you want, some inclusion. Standard little coloured cubes, few bases. These are rubber, so these are the best kind. Little stands, little clear gems, little Nemesis baggie. I can tell you this is really nice material. That's thick. It's not some of that cheap stuff that you find. It's actually decent. We've got dice. Fire tokens when shit's on fire, or the fire's on stuff. It's technically how it happens. Little cogs. Sorry people, out of focus. Those are cool. Plastic. Not quite a face hugger, but it's close enough. And then more space for other little tokens and stuff. So we go to the next layer. We'll start with the big one. Do you think it's a princess or a queen? It's a decent sized model. That's nice. You can see she's or he, or it, is lifting the lid, or the hatch, I should say. All the little babies are coming out of there. I know this is supposed to mean that this creature is bipedal and is walking, but I can't help but see this thing as getting tired and leaning on that post. Yeah, you can see the big influence of other movies. Not necessarily a bad thing. Your item cards. Just a bunch of different cards. I'm not going to open them up. The art's nice. Yeah, I want to see how that works. So roll that. See, here's the punch board stuff jumping out of the punch boards. I mean, it's good for when you're punching everything. Just shake it. Everything will fall out. There. I'm gonna move on to this one. gel packs. So we got manual, extra rules, a couple of the components lists there, set up on how to play the expansion, and then just extra tokens. Just a different type of enemy. Apparently they like to jump around. He doesn't like to stay in his home. Hopefully nothing is broken. Doesn't look to be, so that's good. These remind me of a video game. These really remind me of Dead Space. If anyone's played that, and you like to play scary games, play that. There's 2 of those, 3 of those. Here's the big one. And some weird creatures in this. That's what makes it look awesome. Oh geez, look at that. There is a tongue. You can see, let me just grab that up in there. That's a mouth. It's like a human head all carved out, and then legs have grown out of the torso. That's both disgusting and awesome. Very Xeno-like. More little cards. At least they have little storage spaces for the cards to go, which is kind of cool. Same, so cards go there, more tokens, more of the box. Next expansion. This one's slightly bigger box. And just some artwork on the back. Rulebook. More of a description of the game elements. It's always good. All the extra mission stuff. I believe this was a stretch goal, so it's possible they actually put the stretch goal stuff in the expansions that they came from. Well, this is the Spectral box. I don't know. Dog, the bounty hunter. interesting. All the room for all the stuff. Let's jump straight to Space Kitty. That's cute. We got turrets. So Poochie, and Canine, his little vest on. Some elderly or sick gentleman with the robot. His helper. Got the material in there. That's some good sculpt. More cards. And then an hourglass. Timed missions, I take it. Get this done in that time. So if you're a slow player, this game's not going to go well for you. A couple more things, and I'm nearly done. That's really nice art, actually. I like that one. Components, set up. Oh, excuse me. So, I'd want to assume that somehow these weren't printed, so they just added them extra, because that's how that was. Well, at least I got them. Oh, that's cool. Cthulhu-esque. Look, Easter eggs. Slightly different variations of the same Xenos. all the same. I'm not sure if it's the same type. It's a different or a bigger thing. This thing is nuts. I'm actually surprised that some of the parts on this didn't actually break in shipping. That's mental. And there's no base. Stands well enough. Foam insert. More of the big cards. More of the little ones. So these ones, we'll open this pack. Extra rooms and stuff. You have the medic. Extra character you had to purchase if you didn't go the all in. And she already has her little rubber base on there. It's a cool mold. So we got some of the, these will be medic exclusive cards. Placement card for medic expansion. Interesting. So I'd think that every character has their own special deck that they would use. So that's that other card that replaced. Last part. So extra tokens, there's just 2 lots of those. And then untold story booklets. So these are essentially like a comic that have the missions and event that happen as the story plays out. So you've got the intro. We read this to all the players, we'll pass it around, they can read it while you're setting up. and the cooperative campaign. General rules, how things work, first mission. Play through the campaign. Here we go. We have the setup, completing the missions, and then event 1. Okay. Discard 2 cards at random from your hand, put 1 clue into the campaign pool, and continue. Oh, there you go. At least you've got a visual of things that happen through it. This is kind of cool. And a second book, and does all the same stuff. Yeah, those are nice. That'll be fun to play. So, well, thanks for watching. This will be part 1. When the rest of the stuff arrives, we'll do another unboxing and upload that. Okay.